Hey, what's up, guys? It's Max again. Uh, it's a rough weekend in sports for me right now so far. With the Jason Hayward signing with the Cubs, Wisconsin basketball lost Marquette today. ASU basketball played really well with Kentucky for about 30 minutes, and lost a bunch of steam. Ended up getting beat by like 18, I think. So it's a rough weekend so far in sports. Don't have much hope for my Rams tomorrow versus the Lions, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. Um, anyway, obviously, the biggest sports news of the day is the Warriors finally losing. Uh, Lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. Kind of sad about this one. I was really hoping the Warriors would be undefeated going into the Christmas Day matchup with the Cavs. I think that would have really been a compelling. I mean, it's going to be a compelling matchup no matter what, but I think it really would have been special. I think it probably would have been the highest rated NBA regular season game of all time. Uh, I really think it would have been cool for the NBA to be spotlighted like that, as it always is on Christmas, but especially in this situation, it would have been. NBA and Christmas is kind of like NFL on uh, Thanksgiving. It just kind of owns that day for sports, and so I was really hoping that that would be the case, but unfortunately, it is not. Lost to the Bucks. You'd probably think I'd be hearing a lot about this from friends, but honestly, I about the last 10 years, I've lived about an hour 15 minutes from the Bradley Center, and I don't know if I've met more than 10 Bucks fans in my life. Yeah, it's just people don't really care about the Bucks outside of Milwaukee here, which is kind of strange because they got a really solid young core of players. Obviously, they're struggling a little bit this year, but yeah, I really like their starting lineup. I really wish they would have kept Brandon Knight because he's playing awesome in Phoenix right now, and he was really off to a nice start last year. Uh, but they've got Michael Carter Williams, they've got Giannis, they've got Jabari Parker, they've got Greg Monroe, they've got Chris Middleton. I mean, they've got a really good, tall starting lineup. Now, initially, when I heard that the Warriors lost, I was assuming that Clay was not playing once again. And then I looked at the stat sheet, and he played somewhat limited minutes, I guess, 30. I'd usually think he'd play more than 30. Only 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. So it really didn't give much production. Looking at the scoring, it looks really unbalanced here. Draymond had 24, Curry had 28, and then Festus Ezeli had 13, Clay 12, and then no one else really did anything for the Warriors scoring wise. Um, Iggy had uh, Iggy had 2 points only, which he coupled that with 9 rebounds. So I mean, it's a solid game, but still, yeah, just not much going here for the Warriors as far as balance scoring goes. And then you look at the Bucks. Giannis with 11, Parker with 19, Monroe went out and had himself a game with 28 points, 11 rebounds. OJ Mayo 18, Michael Carter Williams 17. It's just really nice bounce scoring. And honestly, the Bucks didn't play that many players, only going, let's see here, 4 deep into their bench. So that's a little strange for an NBA team. Usually they like to go a little bit deeper. It seems like it was more of a college rotation, even with a couple other guys. I mean, not even playing in significant minutes that played. So interesting strategy for the Bucks. They got the win. I mean, I'm happy for them. Obviously, it's good for Wisconsin in general if they are a good team and exciting, and people want to put money into the economy with them. So yeah. Then there's the Heisman in Army Navy. Not really big shocks in uh, either result. I was like 99% sure Derrick Henry was gonna win uh, that game, and Army Navy always just lives up to the hype. I didn't watch the whole thing. I know I wish I would have, but I did not watch the whole thing. Only watched some of the second half. 21-17, the final score. I think I predicted yesterday 27-21. Uh, Army, no matter how good Navy is, which this is probably the best they've been in the last, ever since I can remember. No matter how good Navy is, no matter how bad Army is, Army will always keep it close and play tight with Navy. That's just always the way it is. So really no big shocks here. I said in my predictions I thought Keenan Reynolds would run for 2 touchdowns. I think that's what he ran for. I think so. Yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 158 yards, 1 yard. And they had 1 passing touchdown, which is kind of rare. But good win for Navy. Nice to get some momentum going into the bowl season. I don't really remember what bowl they're playing. I think they're playing in the Military Bowl. I don't remember exactly who they're playing, but I'll probably tune in. I like watching Navy play. And so anyway, big day in football tomorrow, obviously with fantasy. Got 2 teams that I'm really, really trying to get wins out of in the playoffs. One of my leagues, I'm playing the great RJ at SportsXVI. Go follow him on Twitter. He's a great follow if you don't already follow him. He's got a really solid team. I'm the 1 seed in that league, and I've had kind of a bad year, but I've got a lot of wins off of sucking the points out of other teams. I'm kind of like a points vacuum where people just don't score on me. Must be my really, really stellar defense. That was a joke. Anyway, I'm like the 6th highest scorer in that league or something, and I got the 1 seed. I'm 9-3. So I really need Gronk to come back in that league. My lineup looks awful for a 1 seeds team. Here, I'll get it up in a second. But Gronk being injured just kills. I know that there's talk about him potentially playing tomorrow. I don't know how confident I feel. I've already gotten 24 points. I got 13 out of John Brown and 11 out of Blair Walsh. So that's a really nice start. Getting 24 out of a flex and a kicker only. I've got Bortles, who usually is pretty good for 15 points or so. Lacey, who you just don't know. I mean, he's had some pretty good weeks in the last 4 or 5 weeks, but he's also had a whole lot of 1 and 2 point weeks. Todd Gurley, who's been slowing down a little bit recently. Dez could go off at any minute. Allen Robinson's been the most consistent player, I think, at any possession in fantasy this year. Chandler is my tight end for now. I'm hoping that maybe Brady will throw him a 8-yard touchdown or something like that. I've got the Patriots defense also. So yeah, I'm projected to lose by 10. I'm hoping Russell Wilson doesn't continue his stride because RJ has him. Then in the other league, it's my family league. I went on an incredible run to get into the playoffs, winning 6 in a row in order to swipe the last seed in the playoffs. I got in by like 18 points off a tiebreaker. I started the season off 0-7. So I really rallied back. I really think in this league I deserve GM of the year. I don't know if they have it, but I've got Aaron Rodgers, LeGarrette Blount, Lamar Miller, Mike Evans, Allen Robinson, Antonio Gates, Martavis Bryant, Phil Dawson, and then I need to pick up a defense. I'm not sure who, but I'm feeling pretty good about this one. He's got a lot of players that are really boomer bust type guys. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Doug Martin. But his wide receivers are stacked. He's got Julio Jones and DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got LaShawn McCoy in his flex. So it's a scary team. It's a team that can really put up a lot of points if it needs to. So that's my life tomorrow. Rams, I'd really appreciate it if you'd at least keep it close. No games really stick out to me. I'll probably just turn on Red Zone for the afternoon games because none of these games really interest me at all. There's only 2 afternoon games actually tomorrow: Raiders, Broncos, and Cowboys, Packers, which I think is kind of crappy games. I probably will watch a movie with my family or something like that, or hang out with friends. Early games, I'll probably keep an eye on Saints, Buccaneers. I like watching Jameis play. I thought coming into the year he'd be Rookie of the Year, and he's kind of living up to that. Really crappy day for the NFL tomorrow. Really bad matchups. Steelers-Bengals is probably easily the standout game of the day. I'm surprised that didn't get flexed to Sunday night. I'm surprised the Patriots-Texans got flexed instead of that. Because right now, the Steelers are the Steelers looked awesome last week. I'm really looking forward to them going up against that Bengals team that's looked awesome all year. So, yeah, might get the Rams game locally. They play the Lions, so if there's a Fox doubleheader, the Lions being local is a very good opportunity. So, anyway, it's a video for today. Probably be back up tomorrow. Talk about some of the games I watched. That's all I really have for you today. Remember to like the video, comment your thoughts, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at CavsMax13. Until next time, I'll see you later.